think we're set. Partially afraid, partially not. Okay, so I just got in Dragon Edge daggers. They're dagger weights, just to be clear, not this kind of dagger. So they're completely dull. I'll turn the camera around in just a moment. So it's the night before I'm going to go in and film a workout with these weights. They can be, you can use any other weights for this workout, but I'm doing something special with these workout daggers. As you can see, they have this lovely logo. Dragon's Edge, and then any contact information. And then the daggers themselves. These are like their ice blue. They have black as well. There we go. Okay, so they're about just under 3 pounds. So if you have the Bala bars, it's about the same weight. But they're completely dull, pretty. They have this cute little logo. But we're going to be filming a workout with them. So my original idea for this workout obviously was going to be themed. I was going to try to do like an Assassin's, Selena type of workout, but when they came in today, I went completely rogue, pun intended. I thought I could do something a little bit different and do a D&D inspired rogue workout. I've already done a D&D workout before. It was a one-shot. It was a lot of fun. You should go check it out on the Micro Squad. But I also have this sweater that I have not worn yet, but it's specifically called Rogue. And I was like, this would be so much better. Kind of assassin, kind of rogue. They can be technically interchangeable. So I then went to the Discord group in the community and asked all of the D&D friends what workout moves they thought would be good for a rogue. And so we got a whole bunch of inspiration for moves that we're going to do for this workout and so much more. So I am bringing in, that's my dice jar. There's some more dice, and then my big D20 plush. So I am bringing in the dice. Was lovely suggestion by one of the members and in my D&D party to do rolls and do math while I teach and work out. So that's gonna be fun. You'll see what happens. I am currently going to be popping up in my living room to finish writing this workout, and because I can never do anything simple, I'm going to add in a little storytelling. Again, if you see go do the D&D workout, there's lots of storytelling in there. So I'm bringing that in. But yeah, this is the start. This is where the chaos happens. This is where the magic happens of a themed workout. Starts off with a chaotic idea, rolls into one big one, and then here we are. Okay, we are all set. So this is the Rogue top from Patch Notes Apparel. There's their little logo, a bunch of fun little features on it. As you saw, this zips and unzips, but this is the hairstyle. I always go very minimal on makeup anyways, but a little bit of a darker smoky look. Oh, I'll just mess that up. Oh well. The pigtails because why not? But every rogue should have always spare daggers, so there's always a spare dagger on me. But yeah, we're gonna pack everything up and head to the studio and get to filming this workout. Okay, time jump to the office. Those 3 shelves up there are gonna get some decorations. I'm just unboxing, again, the daggers. And I'm actually gonna use the box up on the top tallest shelf. It may not be seen in the actual workout, but it'll be seen in the social media videos. I just like to make sure branding's out there, fill in any of that blank space that you see up there. So it is again, it's a D&D themed workout, so I've got a bunch of little props. So first and foremost, Dragon's Edge up to the top. I will explain some of these props in a moment. My giant plush D&D, D20, it's gonna sit about right there, hopefully. It's not gonna be used today, but it was used in the D&D workout. I'm gonna grab a couple extra props, but it was seen, it was used. It's very difficult to tell which number it's on. But in case you don't see this, it says main character energy. Shout out to Sarah who made that. Sarah is my website designer. She makes all the graphics, so she made that. Okay, so in this workout, if you haven't done it already, we're gonna actually roll dice. We, as in me, we're going to roll for damage, and it is 3 D6s. India, these are your dice that you gave me for Solstice. So it's a blood dice. That is one of our D6s. This is her idea, so I feel like we should use one of her dice. Moonwarden's dagger, this is actually gonna go up on the shelf. I forgot which one of my D&D teammates gave this to me. I'm sorry. You can leave a comment down below because I cannot remember for the life of me. It's been over a year, almost a year, I don't know. But again, felt appropriate to use one of those D6s for this roll. I'm already like dreading because I'm gonna have to do math. And then this is from my friend Dana. She gave me a whole bunch of dice. Let's see, let's not use the mini dice. I absolutely love the mini dice, but I can't, I'm not gonna be able to read that, especially, I wrote it so that I would be comfortable, in a good position to roll and see the dice at the same time. What do we got here? We got green, we've got blood dice. If you haven't done the workout yet, it's a very stabby one. Fitting, right? You know what? We'll go with this one. So thank you, Moonwardens, Dana, for the dice for today, for this workout. Okay, now I'm gonna go put the rest of the stuff up on the shelf. It's always tricky. How do you know where it's gonna go? I don't know. Some people will see it, some people won't. Okay. Okay, the other side of the room. Probably a bit of mess, but daggers. I don't think we need any other props today. I don't think we need extra lighting, but I need my handy dandy feedback monitor so that I'm not squinting at a tiny little speck. A tiny little speck is me. I recently changed my office around a bit, so if you haven't seen it, you can watch the studio tour. But Gotta get my, guess it'd be helpful to get my microphone, wouldn't it? So you guys can all hear my cues in, on. This way I can see in a big view. Yes, okay. We are in a good spot. Okay, so we're in a good spot. Microphone will go on later. Get that out of the way. Yes, this is what it's like anytime I come into this office. Where is this? Where is that? I have my shoes on. I probably need to grab another prop or two. So I have my iPad. Gotta pull up the routine. So the routines are not memorized, especially for something like this. They're very rarely memorized. I've got pockets in my brain of knowing exactly what we're doing, and then there's gaps. But with this, because there's a lot more storytelling to it, I need all of my notes. So it stays really close by. Oh yes, we're doing ankle weights today. Okay, so we're pretty much set. I'm gonna grab some ankle weights, but this is, oh no, I don't like how that looks. Okay, it might just be the D&D, just might be the dice. Okay. ADD went off. I was looking at my feedback monitor like, okay, that looks fine. We're okay with this, as I'm not centered on this camera. Okay. So that's basically it. I gotta get a couple more props up. And actually before, this is like a fun tidbit maybe, before I actually start filming the workout, I am actually going to be filming some clips for social media. So I use a different camera to get all the marketing tools together for this. It's like a multifaceted piece. But yeah, I've said like 1,000 times. I think we're set. Partially afraid, partially not. And I need to get my music up too. Okay. I feel pretty good. Maybe.
On to your Rogue D&D workout. As the name suggests, it's going to be a full D&D Rogue themed, which means you are going to need some daggers. Today, I am using the Dragon's Edge daggers. They're about 3 pounds each. As you can tell, they are fully blunt. These are equivalent to the ball of bars, which are 3 pounds as well. You can use blunt, not sharp daggers if you wish. So your prop daggers that are made out of polyurethane, most of them are mostly all black, and they are fully blunt. Please don't use a real dagger when you are doing this workout. You will hurt yourself. Because this is a very stabby workout. Not just because you're using these, but because the moves are very stabby. Anyways, don't toss your weights around either. You will put a dent in your floor. You will also need ball of bangles. I'm going to actually put these on as we keep talking. They're going to go around your ankles. If you wish, you...
Okay, workout is done. It is complete. I am nice and sweaty and exhausted. It took a lot. But next is the editing room. So you get to see the editing process. Yeah, and then it goes, I don't know when. Maybe the dice will decide. But that's basically what it is. You see some clips here. Yeah, that's the chaos of what happens in my brain. And sometimes it happens this quickly to turn out, and sometimes it doesn't. Timeline is always different for everything, but there's no cute way to put a microphone while wearing a hoodie and when your hands are busy. So I'm home, changed into not very sweaty clothes. I'm going to be uploading the videos into the computer so that I can edit together everything. Pulling clips as well for social media and all the marketing. And I'm going to go bug my website designer to see how quickly I can get this workout up for you guys on the website with the official playlist, the official Rogue playlist. But YouTube doesn't get the, obviously, official playlist. But yeah, so we're going to start that process and have some lunch. And we'll most likely be finished editing this today. Most likely. So in this specific workout, I didn't do my normal where I created a custom playlist and then filmed it. Went a little backwards because there's technically 2 different soundtracks that are happening for this workout. So I'm currently pulling some songs that I feel like a rogue would work out to, or just define them. Ones with lyrics, because the YouTube version is going to have more of that D&D play music that we play during games. So 2 different vibes, 2 different soundtracks basically. So now I'm just creating that playlist, pulling stuff together, and going from there. Okay, now where I get my royalty-free music is from Epidemic Sound, and that's the backtrack to all of the YouTube workouts. Sometimes I pull directly from CapCut as well because they have a decent library, and I overlay it, words, put it into the background so you have some soft, if you're doing this from YouTube, you have some soft background music. If you're doing this from the Micro Squad, the YouTube playlist is always linked below the workout. You'll see how it looks. But that's where we're at. Videos are being backed up into my server, so the raw videos get backed up into my server. And I'm gonna go have lunch, and then I'll be back here editing it all together. Yeah, and I've asked Sarah when the video can go up into the member site for you all. So this vlog will come out after the workout, but I try to time them pretty close together so that members obviously get it before everyone else, and then YouTube comes a little bit later, by like a day or 2. But members normally have all of those workouts that you see on YouTube are actually on the member site. Yeah, it's lunchtime.
We gotta hop from ledge to ledge. Not gonna lie, I just think of Robin Hood Men in Tights. I'm on the East Bank, I'm on the West Bank.
Okay, video is exporting. So this is the Micro Squad version with the official playlist. While it takes a little bit, I do have to condense the video as well before I upload it into Vimeo. But I am going to enjoy a little bit of my Buffy rewatch as I wait for this to go. And then I will go into changing the soundtrack out for the YouTube-friendly version. Video is exported. I'm actually putting it into my server backup. Always back up your files. Now I get to condense it because it works better that way for the site. So just fun little things you get to learn about all the steps and processes that goes into this business. From here, I go in and I'm going to add a new workout class, which this is where Sarah pulls all the information. So I put all the information in here about what's in the workout. So when you see it on the member website, where it says what props are needed, the length of the workout, the description, the playlist, everything is housed in my Notion. And she's able to see it and then pull links and everything and pop it into the website and make it look all pretty. And then the cover photo gets inputted into here so that I can then use it for social media or newsletters or whatever. So it's a whole process. And it's not just me I'm doing a good chunk, but Sarah's doing a good chunk. And then as many of you know, I have an assistant. She does a good chunk as well. So we go into all of these extra little pieces and steps. This is going to come out before the other one. By this point, you'll know the other program that I'm vlogging. It's a much longer process. Even though it is a mini program, there's a bigger process that goes through this. We have meetings and brainstorm. This is so small that I shoot her a message. So she approved that it's going to go out by Friday. So you guys get this workout very, very quickly. Again, most of the time this doesn't happen. They're planned out a little bit farther apart, but I haven't given you guys a new workout in a while, so I wanted to push this out as quickly as possible. But anyways, yeah, so we have different categories and everything for this. So this, I say what release date it's going on, so I put it on the 4th. So Spotify playlist, I get to add that here. You probably saw me doing this earlier, but each playlist gets its own fun little cover because we have to. We just absolutely have to. What members get this, fandom, like this, go down to the nitty gritty pieces of this entire back end of the site. There's so many aspects of this. Where am I looking? This is just regular Geek Gym. Easy peasy. 35 minutes, workout. It's a little bit more of a hip. Body focus. It is a total body cycle. So every workout gets put into a different phase of your cycle. And this I would consider more of a follicular, so a little bit more high intensity. Instructor is me. Equipment. Ankle weights, light weights. I'm going to put sword here just because it's fun. So you can filter by equipment. Tropes. No. Spicy pole. So we get to put, if it's going to go into spicy, so you get to rate, and I'll show you guys that later. And then roll for workout. I add in all the extra pieces down here, what it's good for, little things. What did I send her earlier? Too many things. Essentially ball weights, but make them stabby. So just random shit I say. I know there's stuff in the video I say too. I tend to go and pull clips later. I'll show a little bit of that process too, but I pull clips, pop them in here. We use them to show everything. Again, marketing, advertising, it all gets pollinated everywhere so that we can use it whenever we need to. I don't know. I'm exhausted just talking about this. Are you exhausted? Okay, it's uploading into Vimeo. Everything for Sarah is all set, and she's been told, so I'm gonna go in and do the YouTube version. And yeah, speedy today. Okay, video is up on YouTube. Up on YouTube. It's getting ready to go up on YouTube. Sarah will have, so today's Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, she will have the preview of what the format will look like on the member site, and I will have the cover so I can finish filling out all the information for YouTube, and it goes up there. Next step. There's always more steps. I have to cut some of these clips down. So cut certain clips, put it into Notion so it's stored there, and then create the social media post that will go out on Friday when the workout comes out. And then I still have the clips that are on this camera that I'm talking to right now. There are the clips for other mini little workouts that you can continue doing and not just do giving you extra. I always give extra. I do the most. So is the next steps. While we're here, I am actually watching the greatest episode of all time. It is Once More with Failing on Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 6. This is episode 7. If you don't know this, I do actually reference this very weirdly a lot. Anytime I say Once More with Failing or I've got a theory, I'm actually talking about this exact episode. Fun little fact, I love this. There's a video of Spike actually singing his song from this episode to me through Cameo. Best ever. Best song ever. Watch this. So my process is going to go a little slower because I have to stop and sing with every song. It's just what you have to do when this episode comes on. And the demon is just like, perfect. I know the singing's not perfect. It's just a beautiful episode and I love it. Don't judge. We listen, we don't judge. Okay, so I'm pretty much done for the night. I finished the video that will go out Friday, the preview of the workout. So I just take little clips, you'll see it, but I just take little clips, format them to Reels TikTok size, and give little teasers of what is to come in the workout, link to the workout. Basic social media stuff. I put it into my Notion. I back it up into my server, so everything is available to the rest of the team to access wherever they need. It's a lot of work, guys. I'm exhausted. So yeah, that is what one workout, just one workout, entails. So I'm gonna be back tomorrow running through the approvals, doing the rest of the social media clips that I have taken of little moves, putting them in, formatting into extra little videos, and finalizing obviously the website version and the YouTube version for you all. And that is today. It is almost 5. I need to shower. I need to take off my makeup. And yeah, I did take like an hour break to talk to my friend. We were just shooting the breeze. We hadn't caught up in a while. Swap what tools we use for, what new tools we're using for marketing and business and all of that stuff. Small business owners unite. So good to have a network of those people. Kristen, you know, I was talking to. But yeah, that is today. I'm so tired. Hopefully I can read my book. But I got to watch the Buffy episode that I've been dying for months because it's been a very slow rewatch and I've just started massively binging so that I could get to the episode I wanted. I feel like Buffy sometimes. That is every song. I just feel like Buffy sometimes, to be perfectly honest. Just give me something to sing about. Okay. Signing off. Okay, so the next day, so it's Wednesday. I've taken all of the clips that I filmed on this camera, put them up on my computer for the small little videos, little micro workouts that I'll be posting sporadically. So I will show you so you can see they're all here. I gave a little teaser in Discord, but these are all the clips. I gotta pull them all together. But before I do that, because I'm going to forget, I'm going to do a little flat lay of the daggers and our shirt for the cover photo of the reels that I'll be posting. So adding in a little bit of extra branding flair to the whole piece. A lot of different parts, but then I'll be back at the computer pulling those clips together. And then I'm asking my assistant to help me with the cover photos because sometimes I'm not the best at those. So she helps stylize them and all of that. Okay, photos are taken. I actually edit these on my phone. I very rarely do it on my computer. So I'll be editing whatever I choose for this cover to be and send it off to my assistant to do work her magic. So while I edit, I'm watching Angel. Because yes, I'm doing a Buffy Angel tandem watch. I've done this for years. Every time I do a rewatch, I do it. Fun little fact. So I can't not do it. And we're in the awful Irish accent flashback episodes. Sam from the future editing this didn't realize I'd filmed a piece but didn't tell you why. So for the little social media videos that I decided to be a little extra with for the daggers, I wanted to name the series. So I phoned in some help. So my assistant popped in and we went through, of course I made it punny. You'll see. Went on a lunch break, back, just got word from Sarah that the website version or the member site version is ready for approval, so I'm gonna run those through approvals and then get the YouTube version all finalized. Okay, you get an up close and personal view of what this is like. So this is our back-end member site. And then we've got the workout. I just skim through, make sure the video is all the way up there. And it's also the correct one. Happens sometimes. Okay. And then all the info, the playlist, you can rate the workout, and then just additional information down here. You can bookmark it. But we did link her website, so you can go directly to her website. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I have the image. So I have the image here in my Notion page, and I get to download it easily somehow. There it is. So get to download, we'll put it up to YouTube, and it'll be ready to go. Okay, so that is it. The workout is now live. I hope you enjoyed this little behind the scenes vlog of what it takes to just do one micro squad workout. Stay tuned. There is going to be another vlog, longer vlog coming soon of a whole behind the scenes of a new mini program. So remember, subscribe, like, follow, and go over to the micro squad page if you haven't already, and go check it out.